Dire Janna with coin, you're not actually optimistic about getting out of lane, so I imagine lane swaps around mid lane will be what they want to do. Have the 2v2 in the laning phase. QV gonna find the Gragas.
That flashes away from the body slam. BEAUZ he's forward with his own flag and drag in. QV looking for the trade, finds the first blood. Can he make it out with his life is gonna be the question.
Oh no.
Slices and entices in under the turret. BEAUZ gonna take 2 shots. Honestly, that could have been a 1v2, but QV still makes it out alive with the first blood.
QV's a monster. He actually kept the second part of the dash just in case the turret dive follow through came from beyond his mid lane.
Now Ian gonna have to run up, flash forward from Haru, drags up the flash.
Back up, but his flash still down.
Gonna be pushing through, looking for this one beyond nearby. We'll get the pop-up, Cocoon getting connected onto the minion, but Ian is still going to fall, just had the Ghost to rely on.
A turret dive very shortly.
Good, he's gonna be spotted out by the control ward, but Haru doesn't give a damn. He's just gonna be charging forward, looking for the J4, flag and drag away. Looking for a little bit more. See the Cataclysm flash out, perhaps, but Cocoon getting connected right off the backside of that flash. Won't be able to get ADD. Cataclysm comes down right in.
But there is no ultimate available. One less displacement. Q on cooldown. This is the time.
Yeah, now pushing forward. Cocoon not going to connect. Featherstorm goes up from Maha to try and dodge that one out. And now Core JJ in a bad spot. Takes that turret shot. Cataclysm comes through. Dashes in for the flag and drag. Will take him down, but has ADD overstepped. He's looking for Ruler, but Cube comes in, and he's not even getting...
Lots of vision available here. A lot of information available for MVP. Bot lane, though.
Oh, yeah. Ruler going to get jumped on. Takes quite a bit of damage. Blade Caller does get the root, but no one's there to really follow up with the damage. Will get popped up, but Crown arriving off the backside of that TP is able to scoop up the first kill of the fight. Now looking for a second one. Goes low as the body slam connects in beyond. Desperately trying to finish off this Corki, and with Ian arriving off the backside. Shockwave will not actually connect, and Crown is still alive, but he's not long for this world. Will be taken down as Maha re-enters the fight. Scoops up one for himself, so some sloppiness there from Samsung in that bottom lane. Now Haru,
safe to do. This case it won't complete. We're going to see the replay. And what I want you to notice after the opening salvage, where the grand entrance was super good from Core JJ, is that notice that Crown has flash up this entire time and never uses it. Still has flash up. Watch the Orianna come in, use Shockwave. Crown doesn't flash. He walks out of Shockwave. He still goes on to die, which he was condemned to do one way or the other. But kind of my biggest takeaway as we missed the last kill there is another thing for Samsung, who, again, need to be respected as one of the front runners for Champions Summit.
Yeah. We expect that a lot of that credit has to go over to the coaching staff, especially Trace as far as QV is concerned with the top lane. You know, to help him get onto those more aggressive picks. Speaking of aggression, though, QV coming in with the TP. The lockdown takes Beyond and Ian rather low. Cocoon connecting in. Shockwave will come down for the repel. Will be there for the dodge, and Ruler is able to scoop up the kill onto the Orianna. Beyond falling swiftly thereafter. They trade one back in onto Haru, but that's about as good as it gets for MVP. Because moving that gold lead further forward, a bit angry that they weren't able to get that first brick, it would seem.
I have to also call into question what Janna really achieved in this particular fight. She shows up, is zoned out. Ult misses there. Max doesn't heal because it's not in range of his AD carry. This is with a reason that an AD carry is usually taking the healer killiers, because 100% of the time...
Few and far between as far as that is concerned. Flag and drag does come down from ADD, looking for a bit of a skirmish. We'll throw down the Cataclysm as well. Repel up from Haru, but doesn't really have anywhere to drop in. Tries to kill Maha, almost takes him out. But in the meantime, Samsung are still progressing. Even with the loss of their jungler, they move over. They will knock down that inner turret in mid. Just the final one standing in the top lane. Ghost's going to come out here for Ian, looking for Ruler. Shockwave does connect as to the body slam, and they find the kill in onto the Varus. So this is MVP.
As he went through, got it as he died. They're going to try and contest the Baron. MVP going for proactive. They thought this is their one chance.
All right, well, TP's coming through. QV arriving, as is Crown, right into the thick of the pit. Goes Samsung. Core JJ getting bobbed down. The smite does come down, and the Baron swings over into MVP's favor. QV looking like he can exit safely on the backside of the fight. Crown barely avoids that flag and drag with a Valkyrie. Samsung looking for something,
First Baron got them back into the game. Certainly won't be a Baron rush available from MVP with where the map is at, but testing for the Baron's possible. Okay, here we go.
Comes down, Ruler taking quite a bit of damage on the body slam.
Got him!
He's just going to get the lead as Ian scoops up that kill with the Shockwave. Poor JJ making his way out as best as possible, and QV just was not here. And the TP, but now MVP
same spot as before, same summoners available for the Janna. This is a big point in the game.
But this time around, there is a smite here from the side of Samsung. If Haru can make his way into the pit, Crown's going to be poking out from the backside, throwing out those rockets. Up with the repel, has to go in, drops in, but can't get it. It's actually confirmed by Ian, picking up the Baron here for MVP yet again as they keep their hopes alive.
available to MVP.
We'll be going for this. We'll see if they both decide to stick onto it. Samsung, of course, are going to be looking for the Baron. A couple members from MVP roaming up towards this. They will not be arriving in time. Elder Dragon does go down. Start coming down through the bottom lane as well, so MVP have everything that they could possibly want. The Dragon buff still there for a little bit longer. Gonna be the engagement going through. They get the pop-up. There's gonna be Maha going down. Can they follow up with more is gonna be the question. Crown with the package ready to go. Does he want to go in? Does he see an opportunity?
Didn't get to use the Feather Storm. Let's watch the replay. So Charmed.
Oh, Boss Bomb lands right on top of it.
Basically, it's the 3 spells and
That's the Guardian Angel, but Maha still in the fight, and he is just life-stealing his way back to full.
a lot of ultimates misused, though, from MVP. Cast down as well. That's why you see the
extension. For JJ, Grand Entrance finds a double pop-up. Feather Storm coming down as they get the root down onto Cube. Slices his way away. Maha is still firing off with these feathers, finding the hits, just chunking out the Renekton. And that is going to be the 2 inhibitors going down yet again, an MVP. Seemingly content.
Yep.
Glad we got here.
That's time.
I would say it's less
quite long.
Yep. All right, well, here we go. MVP going to be looking for the finish. Core JJ going in, gets the pop-up, but Maha still not threatened. Has a Feather Storm to get himself out of there. As Cube desperately tries to lock him down, but it's just not doing anything. Samsung have not lost any members yet. Cube almost loses out on that GA. Core JJ dashing to the side, gets himself the safety, but now it's going to be the Nexus turrets under fire.
They just can't scratch
Baron
MVP.
Empowered minions coming through. Nexus now exposed at MVP. 47 minutes on the clock. It took a hell of a lot of time, but it seems like they've finally done it. They'll kill Ruler one last time for good measure. 10-9 at the end of it. One of the craziest back and forth games that we've seen, and MVP will finally pick up a win.
And it took our resident mad scientist support Max going for the Janna, which didn't look like it would get over the line in the early game or even get to this phase of the game. Hitting 5 to 6 items, having all the synergy of all the reworks to Ardent Sensor and the other shielding items, and basically by the end, if everything hit and there was free time for Samsung, they still couldn't really scratch the front line and certainly not assassinate the back line of Samsung, of MVP. Maha was eternal on the AD carry in this particular game. The Xayah was just living forever, and Samsung look a bit stumped, and maybe it's time to bring in ambition for Game 2 and certainly make some adjustments.